Hello, my friends. Welcome back. I hope you are having a peaceful and wonderful day. Today I want to tell you the story of a young girl abandoned in a convent orphanage who grew up with almost nothing and who eventually changed the way the entire world thinks about fashion. Today her name is recognized in nearly every country on earth. Her name was Coco Chanel. When people hear the name Chanel, they often think of elegant black dresses, luxurious perfume, and timeless style. But behind this glamorous name lies a story of hardship, independence, and quiet rebellion against the expectations placed on women of her time. How did an orphaned girl with no formal education build one of the most influential fashion empires in history? Let's find out together. Before we begin, if you enjoy learning English through stories, please subscribe to Everstory English. Your support helps us create more stories for your English learning journey. Coco Chanel was born Gabrielle Chanel in 1883 in a poor house in Saumur, France. Her family was extremely poor, and life was difficult from the very beginning. When she was only 12 years old, her mother passed away from illness. Her father, unable or unwilling to care for his children, placed young Gabrielle and her sisters in a Catholic orphanage run by nuns. Life at the orphanage was strict and simple. The nuns taught the girls sewing, an essential domestic skill at the time. Gabrielle spent long hours learning to stitch fabric with careful precision, never imagining that this humble skill would one day become the foundation of an international fashion empire. The plain black and white uniforms and simple lines of convent life may have quietly shaped her later love of understated, elegant simplicity. As a teenager, Gabrielle left the orphanage and briefly worked as a seamstress, while also singing in cabaret clubs at night to earn extra money. It was during this period that she earned the nickname Coco, a name she carried for the rest of her life. She had limited opportunities available to a poor, uneducated young woman in early 20th century France, but she was determined not to remain trapped by her circumstances. Coco's path began to change when she formed relationships with wealthy, influential men who introduced her to elite social circles. While these relationships offered her financial support and access to a world she otherwise could not have entered, Coco refused to remain simply a companion in the background. She used the opportunity to start her own path forward. In 1910, with financial backing from one of these connections, Coco opened a small hat shop in Paris. Her designs stood out immediately. At a time when women's fashion emphasized elaborate decoration, tight corsets, and heavy fabrics, Coco preferred clean lines and simple, practical elegance. Her hats, and soon her clothing designs, reflected a new vision of femininity, one that valued comfort and movement as much as beauty. Coco's fashion philosophy grew bolder over the following years. She introduced simple jersey fabric, previously used only for men's underwear, into stylish women's clothing. She popularized trousers for women, a bold and controversial choice at the time. She shortened skirts, removed unnecessary decoration, and championed comfortable, functional design. In 1926, she introduced what became known as the little black dress, a design so simple and versatile that it remains a fashion essential to this day. Beyond clothing, Coco built one of the most iconic products in fashion history. In 1921, she launched Chanel No. 5, a perfume unlike anything available at the time. Instead of using a single dominant floral scent, as was common, the perfume blended dozens of ingredients into a complex, elegant fragrance. It became, and remains, one of the best-selling perfumes in the world. Coco Chanel's life was not without controversy and hardship. She lived through both world wars, and her business faced closure during difficult periods in French history. Some choices she made during wartime remain a subject of historical debate and criticism. Yet professionally, she continued to reinvent herself. In her 70s, decades after her first success, she made a remarkable comeback, reintroducing her brand to a new generation with renewed creative energy, proving her relevance had not faded with time. Coco Chanel passed away in 1971 at the age of 87, having built one of the most recognized and enduring fashion houses in the world. Her influence reaches far beyond clothing. She helped to redefine what femininity, elegance, and independence could look like for women navigating a rapidly changing century. So what can we learn from Coco Chanel? We learn that a difficult beginning does not have to determine the rest of our story. We learn that challenging outdated expectations, even when it feels uncomfortable or risky, can create lasting change. And we learn that reinvention is possible at any age, even decades after we believe our greatest achievements are behind us. Today, as we learn English together, we are practicing the same resilience and independence Coco Chanel demonstrated throughout her life. Learning a new language, much like building a new path in life, often begins from very little. Just as Coco transformed simple sewing skills learned in an orphanage into a global legacy, we can transform simple daily practice into real, lasting fluency, one careful stitch, one careful sentence at a time. Thank you for listening to this story today. I hope you enjoyed learning about Coco Chanel, and I hope this story helped you improve your English. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and join us for more timeless stories on Everstory English. Until next time, keep learning, keep listening, and keep growing with Everstory English.